Hello all, and this is 012 short review. Yeah, coming at you with another short review again, and figured I'd tell you this time that I really don't know who I'm acting like this time, but I'll tell you, I'm watching this one, Captain Ron. Yeah, Captain Ron. I don't know why I thought this presenter was good for Captain Ron, but I'll tell you, Captain Ron. If you guys have seen this film here, it's a wild interpretation of basically just a man named what was his name? It was see here, got it here somewhere. Give me a minute. Oh yes, Martin Short, who plays Martin Harvey, basically comes into money from his dead uncle, who was going to leave him a boat, and apparently it was a boat that was owned by Clark Gable and Carol Lombard, and he would have to basically take this boat from the Caribbean all the way to it was a Sunday de Patame, or probably got that wrong, but it was also called Saint Potato, is what the island actually is called, and he had to sail this boat from Saint Potato to Miami in order to get $250,000. He tells his wife, who is Catherine Harvey, Mary Kay Place, and also, if I didn't say it, I think I did, Martin Harvey, who was played by Martin Short. He tells his wife, who's played by Mary Kay Place, Catherine Harvey, that, if they do this, they'll get $250,000. And this is sort of a well-to-do family. He's a businessman. She's like a building contractor or home contractor, something of the sort. And they're like sort of wanting to do this, little hesitant, but they end up doing it also to help their daughter, who's played by Meadow Sisto, who's Carolyn Harvey, away from a man who she's engaged. She's sort of the, I want to date everybody character, and I'm looking for love sort of thing. Their son, Benjamin Harvey, who's played by Benjamin Salisbury, is, wanting to go just because. So, really excited. When they get there, the boat's dilapidated, it's destroyed, it's basically in terrible shape. So, the man who's going to appraise the boat to give them the $250,000 basically says, well, if it's a piece of crap boat, I'm not going to send him good, give him somebody local. That's where Kurt Russell, who plays Captain Ron, comes in, and basically a captain who does know his stuff, but is a bit of also a bumbling fool and a drunkard, and a completely bit of a whack job throughout this entire film. This is sort of like a What About Bob moment, but without, going completely insane and hating him throughout the film. They eventually come to like him, but as you know, Martin Harvey really just gets fed up with this guy because they get on the boat, everything's breaking down, nothing works right. Captain Ron's trying to help him out, but, things go bad. He's a bumbling fool. He doesn't know how to do that. He knows things about the area, keeps getting lost, has no idea where he's going, is ogling his daughter, ogling his wife, a bit of a pervert, lets the young son drink beer. So it's the huge just comedy of errors throughout this film. The best part about it is there's good family morals that, what's the word I'm looking for? I can't really remember the word I'm looking for, but it's basically, they come together. They realize that Captain Ron was good for them, gives them all the good personality and things in the world they need. Martin Harvey apparently gets over his hatred of the man. There's actually a part in the film where they lose their boats to pirates, and the pirate's name is Rocco, and Rocco apparently knows Captain Ron, and we believe that was the first guy at the beginning of the movie who Captain Ron took the car from, and apparently slept with his wife, who was trying to shoot him from the pier. But that's what we're at least thinking, that was the same sort of guy. But, the family works together. They get the boat back. Captain Ron helps them out. And then, they all go their separate ways. But instead of turning the boat in, they basically take the boat and just keep going on an adventure and don't get it appraised. So I don't know how that's going to help their, old life. Because I'm pretty sure even if you're on the water like that, you're going to have people come looking for you. Unless, like Captain Ron, they're going to wait out the statute of limitations. But it's a very fun and funny movie. Kurt Russell does a lot of great comedy. Him and Martin Short go off together. The family's really good. Not a huge cast. Like I said, focuses on the family. Kurt Russell, Martin Short, Mary Kay Place. Is look at the kids again. I know I've seen them in other stuff, but I don't remember the names too well. Benjamin Salisbury, Meadow, Sisto, they're really the main characters in the film, the only characters that are out. There's other characters like the pickup gorillas in the forest who Martin Short thinks are actually gorillas, like the ape, but it's actually, freedom fighters who they also get in trouble in San Juan, Puerto Rico with a bit of fun. But, it's an overall just fun film, just great stuff, and, it goes without saying, I love it all exponentially. It's a really great comedy. Nothing really much more to say on it unless I wanted to go over jokes, but I don't want to berate you guys with the jokes and nothing. But have you guys seen Captain Ron? Have you seen this great sort of, unknown gem? And again, I thought this was 1980s. It's actually made in 1992. I mean, yeah, geez, 92. It feels like an 80s film, but it's an early 90s film from the 80s. But the 80s was still pretty much around in 92, and we still felt it and, missed those days apparently. I mean, even though I was only a little kid, I was 3 years old by the time the 80s were out, but hey, still a good thing, and glad to be an 80s kid born in the 80s. 86 represent. But, anyway, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this movie, or, do you know anything like it? Would you like to see it? Because Kurt Russell and Martin Short are great together in it. But this is Owen Tuboku, and, geez, I guess I'll see you another time, all right? Deuces.